Hello, this is Jason. Is this Nathan?
Yes, Jason. How's everything?
Things are great. Nathan, thank you for calling in on a Friday. I'm here with Lauren Bindell, the CEO of Savings.com, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But you called because you need help with your startup. What is your question?
Yes. First of all, it's been a while since I spoke to you, Jason. I believe we met at the Startup 2009 conference.
That's correct.
Yes. My question to you and to Lauren is I currently run a fashion website. I'm still a college student. I attend Rowan University in New Jersey.
Okay.
And my fashion website is myownrunway.com.
Yes.
And we are a digital media fashion website that offers full-length fashion shows from Paris, New York, and Milan Fashion Weeks, and soon Fashion Weeks from around the world.
Yep.
And all the content is right now free.
Right.
This is just the alpha. I want to move to beta, but I'm having a problem. I want to know what's the best way for me to raise funds for the beta phase. Right now, last month, I done 20,000 visits and over 1 million hits without spending a penny on advertising. So that has been doing me really well. But my real question is how would I go about raising funds since I'm still a college student and this is my first startup? I don't have a successful one like you do.
Yeah, this is a great question. So essentially what you're saying is I'm a nobody. Nobody knows who I am. I know no VCs. I'm not plugged in, but I've got what I think is a winner. This is the question, essentially. So you got to figure out how to break in and get yourself some capital so that you can scale the business. That's correct, right?
Correct.
Okay. So there's a couple of different ways to go about this. The first is you have to network at events, and I know you've been going to events, and start to meet the VCs and talk to them. A great way to do that is to start a blog. Having a blog and a social media presence, blog, Facebook, Twitter, following Fred Wilson, who is a VC in New York, following Brad Feld, who is a famous VC in Colorado, following Bijan from Spark Capital, who's in Boston. You have to follow these guys. You have to follow their Twitter feeds. You got to follow their blogs. Esther Dyson. Then what you're going to do is you're going to post highly intelligent, non-promotional comments in their feeds. So you read their work and you post something intelligent. So then when you approach them, they have read 3 or 4 of your comments on their own blog. They may have even read your blog, which comments on theirs. And you are now a known quantity. Because that's what you need to be, is you need to be a little bit of a known quantity to them. So getting on their radar through events and social media presence is critical. The next piece of the puzzle is you actually have something that has to be worth investing in. That's a bigger challenge. And so that's the next piece of the puzzle is, why would they invest in this? Is this business going to be worth $100 million? Is it going to be worth $250 million? Is it worth $1 billion? That's what VCs want. They want to have an exit that's hundreds of millions of dollars. They want to make 1,000 times their money. The Google dream, the eBay dream. Your business, as currently constructed, is not that.
Yeah, and I also wouldn't limit it. I wouldn't limit it to just VCs as well.
Right.
You can find angel investors, friends and family, but as Jason said, before you do any of that, you got to get your story down. What are you today? What are you going to be? And what do the numbers look like? So can you add something into your site today that makes money?
Right.
Figure that out on a small scale, even if you've got 20,000 visitors, but you can prove some sort of revenue per visit.
Yes.
And they can do the math in their head and say, wait a second, if we were to blow this up to 20 million visitors, 10 million visitors, 1 million visitors a month, what would the numbers look like? And if you can model that out and tell a story that people will believe in, then when you start going to the networking events and you start following people, you've got something to say that's interesting and they want to help you. Once you get to that point, you have the story down. One of my favorite pitches was the real soft sell of finding people that you genuinely respect and say, hey, I genuinely respect you. I'd love to put my business model in front of you and just get your advice. Now you're not asking for anything from them. You don't need anything. It's real low pressure. And then you get their feedback and their advice, and if they really like it, they might invest.
This is great advice that you're getting from Lauren. He knows what he's talking about. You have to have a story that's going to be compelling to them. VCs are probably not your target audience. Angel investors are. Somebody who can put in 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. Since you are young, people are going to be reluctant to give you millions of dollars to screw around with unless you had a product that had hit scale. So for example, Zuckerberg, 20 years old, and he's got 250,000 people logged into Facebook. okay, maybe they'll be willing to give him some money because they see a $1 billion outcome. You've got the double problem of there is no $1 billion outcome for this business by design, and it doesn't have as much traction. So you're not to the point where you have the credibility to raise the venture. You might have the credibility to raise a $20,000 round from Y Combinator or from friends and family or from angels. That's probably your best bet. What can you do with this business that makes some money today? Can you sell the HD versions of your runway? Can you sell an edited version, which is just, here's this one model and a compilation of her work across these 20 shows, and you can charge on YouTube. You can sell things on YouTube now, right? There's a subscription thing. iTunes you can sell on.
You could do some affiliate things for sure.
You might be able to do some affiliate things.
Some of that high fashion stuff, there might be some good affiliate.
One,
you had there, like in terms of what you were saying was
Zappos, Bluefly.
Totally.
Exactly.
One suggestion that I've seen work in a few other analogous models, kind of popular on the web today, is see what someone's wearing and buy that outfit. So if you know ahead of time what they're wearing and you can piece it together with some links of places they can actually go buy it now, you'll have some percentage of your audience click on that link, go buy that dress, buy something that looks like it, and you get paid a commission for that sale. And now you've got some sort of revenue per visit numbers in place. You've got something that you can sell to investors. It's one idea.
Is that helpful, Nathan?
Yeah, it's very helpful. Actually, what Lauren just was talking about is going to be part of the beta phase, where I want to incorporate that kind of technology. Plus, I already have a revenue model, part of the business plan in place. So I actually already spoke to Fred Wilson because I was at the Twitter conference in the beginning of June, and he was there with some other big people in the angel/venture capital people, and he said that what I'm looking for is, not his type. There are really my goal should be right now for angel investors, because he only takes on, the bigger type that have good traffic and somewhat of a revenue model that has already shown to be, really good. So right now, I have the whole entire beta phase basically all ready to roll, and I'm just waiting to find out different ways to actually raise that funds and actually prove everybody that, yes, it can be done and the dream is there.
Right. Well, you're off to a good start. Keep at it, and keep us informed of how you do. And
persistence.
Persistence, very critical.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of no's. So every no you get is one closer to a yes. Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, and iteration. Keep evolving the idea. You started with something. If you find there's some better model in this, don't be afraid to change the entire concept and go on to something different. Iterate, reiterate, change things. That's a big part of being an entrepreneur. But listen, you've done more than 99.9999% of your contemporaries. Most of those people are getting drunk at parties, at college, and doing stupid stuff and posting pictures of embarrassing pictures of themselves on the internet. You're actually building a business. You're 20 years old or whatever the hell you are. It's pretty darn cool, to be at that level and actually thinking about these things. So you're off to the races.
All right, well, thanks a lot. And Lauren, best of luck on your website. I like how it's sort of like a dig type of thing with coupons and shopping, and it's really interesting. I love the concept.
Yeah, great, man. Thank you very much. We're relaunching in a week and a half, so check it out again in a couple of weeks as well.
Will do. Jason, we'll keep in touch, all right?
Okay, Nathan, hey, what are you doing September 14th and 15th?
Actually, I will be in New York for Fashion Week.
Too bad, because I was going to invite you to the TechCrunch 50 show occurring September 14th and 15th in in San Francisco as my guest. But if you can't make it and you got to shoot fashion shoot, that's how it is. But if you do want to come...
Oh, no, it's not a fashion shoot. It's actually Fashion Week, where I have to go and attend the shows. So that's where all my content, my key content, is from the Fashion Weeks, from the designers. So.
All right. Next time. We'll talk to you next time.
There's always a next time for everything.
That's right. Take care, Nathan.